Hello there guys, this is Harvinder Singh, and in today's video we are going to code a preloader and we are going to implement that preloader into our website. So for anyone who don't know what a preloader is something that you see on the screen while the website content is still loading, and once the website is completely loaded, the preloader automatically fades out and the website content is there on the screen. Okay, so you might have seen this preloader in some big website like Zomato use this, even YouTube also use this preloader, and basically it purpose is to just keep the visitor entertained until the website content is loaded. Okay, so yeah, now enough of talking, let's see what we are going to code. And here is our website. See, this is a rocket flying, and now we are into our website. Okay, so that was how our preloader works, and let me show you once again. So see, we open this website and there is a preloader, and until the website content is loading we were seeing that preloader, that rocket flying. Okay, so now once the website was loaded, the preloader vanished and the website is here. So now we are going to make this with the help of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So let's see, and let's see you inside the VS Code. So let's get started. Okay, so here we are in our VS Code, and we have this folder preloader, and we just have this images here. We have these 3 images, and you will get these images in the GitHub link. I will share the link in the description. So with that, we have nothing else, so let's get started, and let's make our 3 favorite files, that is index.html, and the next one is going to be style.css, and the third one, yes, you guessed it right, that is going to be script.js. okay, so here we go. Let's start with the index.html, and let's bring up this boilerplate for our HTML, and let's change the title to preloader. Yeah, that's good. Now see, in this section we need, in our body section we need 2 divs. Okay, one div will be for our preload section and the other div will be for the main content of our website, right? So let's first make the website section, and let's keep it very simple. Write that welcome to the loaded website, welcome to the loaded website. Okay, and we can add our image here. It's going to be /images/ let's give this rocket, and alt you can write this rocket, save. Now okay, now let's have a look at our website, how our website look at this moment, and open with live server. Okay, so here's our website. It's really simple, I know. We just made this website in just less than 2 minutes, right? So okay, it does the work, it just serves the purpose. Our main purpose of this video is to learn how to actually work with the preloader stuff and how to implement it on our website, right? So let's go with this dummy website, and now let's come to the preloader section. So we will be making this preload div above, on top of website div. Okay, we will have preloader on top of website. So here we are going to give a preloader class, and in our preloader class we will have a bunch of images that I have in this folder, that is images / we'll add a red rocket. You can give it a rocket or anything, name, that doesn't matter much. And I have an image of a cloud that I'm going to replicate 2-3 times. I will show you. So I have only one cloud image, this is cloud.png, and what I'm going to do it, I need 2 or I need 3 clouds. Okay, so I'm going to replicate this picture. First let me give it a class. Yeah, class is going to, okay, the class is going to be, let's give it a cloud1, and let's give it some proper spacing here because it looks messed out. Okay, so just replicate this 2 more times and change the class name to cloud2 and cloud3. Okay, let's save this, and now let's have a look at our website, how this looks. Okay, we have our red rocket here, we have our clouds here, and 3 clouds, and this our website here. Okay, great. So this was all about our HTML part, and our HTML part is over now. Now let's move on to our style section. But yes, before moving on to the style section, I saw here that I have not linked my style and my script file to this HTML. Okay, so let's better link this, or else we will be messing around with our CSS and nothing will work. So we will link our CSS file, and we are going to link our script dot source. Okay, so this is going to be script dot js. Okay, why is, okay, I have a typo I can see here. I have not written script, I have written script. Okay, so we can rename it, say RIPT. Okay, so now I guess this will work perfectly fine. Yeah, script.js. Okay, so now we have linked. So let's get to our CSS section. Okay, so let's get started with our style.css section and make this ugly and messy looking website a little bit more presentable. Okay, so let's give some styling to our website. First thing first, let's start with removing the default margin and padding. So the margin of 0, padding of 0, and box sizing, let be border box. Okay, let's save this and let's have a look. Okay, we can't tell the difference right now. Let's move ahead. Now let's grab the preloader section and let's give it a position of fixed, and let's give a height of 100 VH and a width of 100% so that it covers the whole screen. And let's have a look. Okay, but the website content is also visible, and yeah, we can easily fix that by just giving a background color to our preloader. So background, I am going to use a color that I have 77B3D4. This is the sky blue color, and yeah, this looks good. And now let's center all these things in the preload div. Okay, so for centering, we are going to give it a display of flex, justify content center, align items center. Let's save this, and yeah, everything is in center. We can't see the rocket because it's hidden beneath these clouds. So yeah, now we can see that the clouds are too big, right? Too big to handle. They are making it difficult for us to, style this our website. But we don't need this much big clouds. We need smaller clouds. So let's grab this cloud first and make them smaller. And cloud 3. Okay, there's a typo here. And let's give it a height of 100 pixels. Let's save this. Okay, now they're looking much better, but they are, I think, too small now. So let's do it like 120 pixels. Yeah, it will work. Yeah, let's move forward with this, and let's give these clouds a position of absolute, and yeah, all these clouds are at one place. Okay, one more thing I would like to do here is our cloud, our rocket is going behind the clouds, but I want that my rocket should be above these clouds, right? Bringing this rocket above the cloud, we need to perform some magic, and that magic is straight from our Professor Dumbledore, and magic includes z index of -1, and yeah, see, it does the work. It's that simple. Okay, great. So now what we need is, all our clouds are at one place. Now I need our cloud to be a little bit spread apart. Okay, so let's grab this cloud and give it right 50%. See, we have given position absolute, so we can directly give right or left or whatever we want. We can position them there. Okay, so okay, the position is okay. So let's do the same thing with the cloud 2, and with the cloud 2 we will be doing left 50%, and I think it's too much of symmetrical thing, so let's do here 45 one side and other side 50%. Okay, fine, yeah, and the third one will be as it is. Okay, so now what I want is, I want to give it an effect that our rocket is flying. Okay, so in order, if our rocket will fly, then the cloud behind them will go from top to bottom. Okay, so for doing that, we have to first push these clouds to the top of our screen, and we will animate them and make them come down. Okay, so let's do that. And how can we push these clouds out of our screen? We can give it a top of -100%, and I think, yeah, it has done the trick. So all three clouds are now here, somewhere here. Okay, so now we have to create an animation that will bring them down. Okay, so let's create that animation. That keyframes clouds, and we want them from top -100% to top 100% in positive. Okay, let's save this and let's have a look. Okay, nothing happens because we have just defined our animation, but we have not applied it to our clouds. Okay, so let's see this animation, and the name of clouds, 1 second, ease and infinite. Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, so it's going, but you can see a little problem here. Let me show you. Let me see if you can notice it or not. Yeah, now it's more clear. See, the cloud is coming all the way from here to here with a speed, but all of a sudden it is then going slow here, right? So that is looking somewhat odd. So let's fix this. I think linear will fix this thing, linear infinite, and yeah, the linear is okay. Now our animation is perfect, so let's apply this animation to the second cloud. Okay, let's copy this animation line and let's give this animation to the second cloud, and let's give it to the third cloud as well. Let's save this and let's have a look. Okay, now all these three clouds are coming in sync, right? But I don't want this. I want these clouds to come at different time. Okay, so let's give it a delay here delay of 0.5 seconds, and let's give it a delay of 1 second, and let's see if this works. Yeah, okay, this is already much better than before, and our clouds are going really nice with the sky, and our rocket is flying high. Okay, now let's open our VS Code, and what more we can do. The thing is that our rocket is very still. Okay, I want some movement in my rocket also, because I want to show that yes, my rocket is flying. So for doing that, let's make another animation here for our rocket. Keyframes rocket, and I want it from transform translate y, and I want to translate y from 0 to translate y, let's give it 5 pixels, and okay, I think I have not given a class name to this preloader to this rocket, so let's give a class name. Class is going to be, let's name it a rocket, and okay, let's grab this rocket here and give it an animation of rocket, 1 second, ease and infinite. Let's save this and let's have a look. Okay, it looks like our rocket is not working. It's having some problem. So yeah, the problem can be easily fixed here by just adding alternate here to this animation, because it was just going up and not coming down. Okay, but we have to reduce the time because it's too slow. The movement is too slow, right? So let's reduce the time by 0.1 second, and now our rocket have some movement, but I think the movement is still not that much, so I would like to reduce the time for one animation. This will move the rocket faster, and yeah, I think now this rocket looks like it's flying. Yeah, it does looks a little bit like it's flying. Yeah, if we want, then we can just we can translate to just 4 pixels instead of 5. So yeah, you can use all your time. You can give as much as your time you want to this rocket to make it really look moving, but for me this does the work, and we should move ahead now. Okay, so with this, our style section, we have done everything that we need to do for our styling this website. Now we have to move towards our JavaScript section and make this preloader work. Okay, so now the interesting part, that is our JavaScript section. Okay, so first let me explain you what we are going to do. Let me briefly tell you what we are going to do. Here we have two div, that is preloader. This is the moving rocket, and the other div is the content of our website. Let's assume that our whole website. Okay, so when our website will completely load, we want to remove this preload and we want to show the content of our website. Okay, so what we are going to do is, as soon as our website will load, we are going to make this preloader vanish, and this will automatically show only our website section, right? So what we are going to do is, we are going to listen for an event that is going to be load. We are going to listen to this event. So now the question is, how we are going to vanish this preloader? We are going to vanish this preloader by defining a new class. You will see all those things. Let's see the code now. Okay, const preloader is equals to let's first grab the class preloader. Okay, so const preloader equals to document dot query selector, and this is going to be preloader. So we have selected this preloader class. Now we are going to listen for an event. Okay, so let's do that. Window.add event listener, and we are going to listen for this event load. Okay, so as soon as our website will load, we are going to run this function, that is remove preloader. Okay, remove preloader. Yes, now but we don't have this function preloader, so we are going to define this function. So let's do this function remove preloader, and we are going to do this. Okay, so now how we are going to remove our preloader? Okay, so for that, removing our preloader, we have to add the two properties to this preload. Okay, the two properties will be opacity. We need opacity 0, and the other property that we need is pointer events none. Okay, if these two property we can add somehow to this preloader, and then our preloader will vanish. Okay, so let's make a new class here with a name and preloader and add these two properties there. Okay, we are going to add these two property here, and yeah, let's give it a nice spacing and all those things so that it looks good. Okay, save this. So what we are going to do is we are going to add this and preloader class to this preloader class. Okay, so this will eventually, what this will do is this will add these two properties to this existing class. So preloader dot class list dot add, and we are going to add and preloader. Okay, and preloader to this, and yeah, let's give it a transition here. Okay, because if we are not going to give a transition, then it will happen very sudden. Okay, so transition all 0.5 second, and let's give it ease. Okay, let's save this, and let's save this. Let's have a look. Okay, it's loading instantly, so we can't see the preload. So what we have to do is we can open the inspector tool, and we can go for the network, and we can see there somewhere is throttling. So now currently it is not throttling. You have to do is you can do anything, like I am going to do regular 3G, so it simulates that environment for your local machine. Okay, so now you have to refresh it, but you don't have to refresh from here. Okay, if you are on Chrome, if you right click on this refresh button, you will see the option of hard reloading, and if you are on Mozilla Firefox like me, you can do Control Shift and R. This will do hard reloading, and yes, you can see this is what it looks like, and yeah, it's working, right? So we have the preload at first and then our website. So this was all about our preloader website, and I hope you liked and you learned something from the video. And yes, with that said, see you in the another one, and have a great day ahead.